It's the Sweet 16 for the Garaway Pirates as they take on the Fairland Dragons here at Ohio University's Convocation Center in Athens, Ohio. I'm Scott Robinson along with Chuck Rest. He's subbing for a good friend, Jared Hall, tonight. And you know what? Should be a great game. The Garaway Pirates have done so well along the tournament trail this year.
Oh, again, IVC team number one tonight. We got Highland next game, and I'll tell you what, Scott, pretty proud of those two schools being down here in Division III. And Garaway's already played them one time. Going to be a battle for a little bit of revenge tonight.
We'll come back. We'll talk to head coach Terry Rao of the Pirates in just a moment. So stay with us here on the EchoCirc Print Services Coach's Corner Show on TV2 Sports.
Myers & Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers & Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Yorksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
I think the hands-on aspect is going to give you an opportunity to explore, find out what you're good at, what you like, and you're not going to have mountains of debt. What you're going to have is a marketable skill that even if you don't love it, you can use that to pay to go on to college and get that degree. And we've got a number of students that do that. They're very mature. I think we're a great hands-on exploration base.
Taking the area by storm, Lightning Signs and Decals specializes in custom signs, banners, and t-shirts. Also available are full business packages. Their signs feature large format graphics, channel lettering, and light boxes and custom laser cut form letters. Visit online at lightningsign.com or visit the storefront located at 224 7th Street in New Philadelphia.
Lightning Signs and Decals. We're taking the area by storm. Contact us 330-440-3129.
For over 100 years, the House of Stones, located on the square in downtown New Philadelphia, has been committed to providing an exceptional jewelry buying experience that creates lifelong memories and transcends time. Come and see for yourself why the readers of the Times Reporter have voted us their favorite jeweler year after year. Rodriguez's House of Stones, when it's just too important to trust anyone else. You can now see your baby up close and personal at God's Creation in 4D. Utilizing the newest Mindray DC equipment, we offer the finest in 2D and 4D prenatal ultrasounds and HD Live. Hear the heartbeat and save it forever with the Heartbeat Teddy Bears. Gender determination is available at 16 weeks. With many packages available, get more information by visiting our website at godscreationin4d.com or call for an appointment at 330-987-1965.
Come visit our full-service print shop at the East Central Ohio ESC. We offer printing services for schools as well as the public. Whether you need invitations, banners, brochures, yard signs, decals, letterhead, we've got it all. Have a unique request? Come see one of our talented in-house graphic designers to help tailor the perfect wedding invitations, graduation announcements, and much more, all at affordable prices. You can find us at 834 East High Avenue in New Philadelphia. See you soon!
And back on the EchoCirc Print Services Coach's Corner Show, head coach Terry Rao of the Garaway Pirates. Well, Coach, you're in the regionals, so that is, first of all, congratulations on that accomplishment. And now you have to play the Fairland Dragons, which will be no easy task.
Thanks, yes, and they're a really good basketball team. I said that there's a reason why they score 75 points a game. They got some tremendous basketball players. They push the ball. They play great defense. They get out in the passing lane. So we're going to have to play a great game, buzzer tonight.
You've been playing good basketball all season long, but over the tournament, it seems like you've really come together and really dominated the teams that you've played.
At times, you said a key word, good basketball. Tonight's the night we have to play great basketball. Without a doubt, this has to be our best game of the season for us to advance. But this is the time of the year you're going to play great teams, and if you don't play well, you're going home. So we want our guys to dig in, play great offense, great defense, and see what happens tonight.
What about a couple of keys? You mentioned great offense, great defense. Are there things that are specific to this game that you think you're going to have to do really well?
We're going to take care of the basketball. We need to get a shot every time down the floor, a quality shot, and make shots. We can't look at the stat sheet and we can't be shooting 30 or 40% at halftime. It's going to be tough to beat a team like that. And then we've got to put a hand up on them every time they shoot the basketball and get the rebound.
All right, well, good luck tonight.
Thanks a lot, Scott.
Head coach Terry Rao of the Garaway Pirates. That's been the EchoCirc Print Services Coaches Corner Show. We'll come back with more of our pregame in just a moment here on TV2 Sports.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
Return to the elegance of the late 19th century by visiting the J.E. Reeves Victorian Home and its adjoining Carriage House Museum in Dover, Ohio. This opulent mansion, the former residence of prominent Dover industrialist Jeremiah E. Reeves, is owned by the Dover Historical Society. Ceremonies and receptions can be held on the beautiful grounds and gardens with the home as a backdrop or in the Carriage House for smaller occasions. The Carriage House comfortably seats 72 people and can be rented out for bridal showers, baby showers, graduation parties, birthday parties, private dinners, company lunches, and other occasions. Located at 325 East Iron Avenue, Dover, Ohio 44622. Call 330-343-7040 to schedule your special event.
For over 35 years, MEB Systems Incorporated has served Northeast and Central Ohio, as well as the surrounding areas, with a commitment to the highest quality workmanship and integrity. We appreciate your interest and look forward to earning your trust, friendship, and business. MEB Systems has the experience and expertise to get the job done right the first time. Our experienced and trained professionals use only the finest tools and materials to install and repair flat and metal roofs. We guarantee our work and always strive to exceed our customers' expectations. MEB Systems Incorporated, specializing in commercial and industrial roofing.
And back at the Ohio University Convocation Center in Athens, the Fairland Dragons getting ready to take on our own Garaway Pirates. The Pirates at 18-5, Fairland Dragons at 23-1. It's time for our Keys to the Game, brought to you by God's Creation in 4D. You can now see your baby up close and personal with the newest Mindray DC equipment, offering the finest in 2D and 4D prenatal ultrasounds and HD Live. Hear the heartbeat and save it forever with the Heartbeat Teddy Bears. Gender determination available at 16 weeks, and many packages are available. Visit their website at www.godscreationin4d.com or call for an appointment at 330-987-1965. So, Chuck, as you kind of look at the game, what are some keys you think are going to be important for the Garaway Pirates tonight?
Well, I think number one is any loose balls, rebounding. They got to have and get all first chances. There's no way I don't think Garaway can give up anything like that. I think they're going to have to be pretty consistent shooting the basketball tonight. Maybe their best percentage of the year, because I think Fairland's pretty doggone good basketball team, Scott. Without a senior on the team, that tells you something.
All right, those are our keys to the game, brought to you by God's Creation in 4D. You can now see your baby up close and personal with the newest Mindray DC equipment. Call for an appointment at 330-987-1965. Our injury report brought to you by Omni Orthopedics. If you've been sidelined with an injury, get back into the game with the home team at Omni Orthopedics. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. They're conveniently located in the Oxford Medical Building in Dover or online at omniortho.com. They love what they do, and it shows. For the Garaway Pirates, Ben Mason a little bit banged up, according to Coach Terry Rao, but he is good to go. And for the Fairland Dragons, you've got Kellen Van Horn, who appears to have some kind of nose or facial injury because he's got a mask on. So that is our injury report, brought to you by Omni Orthopedics in the Oxford Medical Building in Dover or online at omniortho.com. We want to take a moment and thank one of our sponsors for tonight's game, as we do always, thanks to Gemstone Gas and Welding Supply, located at 1032 Front Avenue Southwest in New Philadelphia. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First for the Garaway Pirates, as you see there. And a great group led by Ty Hampshire, Trevor Donaldson, Joel Honigford, Malik Schaefer, and also Ben Mason. And for the Fairland Dragons, we've got Ty Staton, Luke Thomas, Isaiah Howell, who is the Division III Player of the Year in the Southeast District. You've got Kellen Van Horn, a 6'7" center, and then you've got Gunnar Short outside with three-point shooting range. So that is a look at our starting lineups. As we look for comparisons, the biggest one, the Garaway Pirates lost to Fairland 80-52 on December 30th in the Tuscarora Central Catholic Holiday Tournament. The Fairland Dragons come in at 23-1. Their only loss was to Hilliard Bradley. They are ranked number 4 in the final state AP Division III poll. They've got 4 players in double figures. Isaiah Howell, Gunnar Short, and Luke Thomas all average 15 points a game. Kellen Van Horn averages 12 a game. Big stat for the Fairland Dragons, they've been averaging a win along the tournament trail by 32 points. With the exception of the district final, they beat South Point 69-48, and they are just a very, very good basketball team. Their last appearance in the regionals was 2008, and if I remember correctly, I think Tusky Valley might have been involved in that particular game as well. They've got no seniors on the roster, Chuck, and they start 5 juniors. An amazing stat for a team, here in the extreme southern Ohio.
Yes, it is, and this is, they've played here, they play sectional games here, district games there. This is a home, kind of a home game for them, even though, they're a little bit below Ironton, Portsmouth area. But I'll tell you what, this area down here in the Iron, Portsmouth, Fairland, that's a basketball community down there, just like we have the Highland Garaway, Tuscarawas County basketball community there. But, like I said, the big key, and you said it too, they have no seniors, and they're winning with a 23-1 record with all juniors and underclassmen.
Yeah, no question about it. Garaway, though, has done a great job. The thing that we've noticed throughout the year is they just need to take a little better care of the basketball.
Yes, I think that's one of the things you found. And, it looked like Garaway wasn't going to be very good at the beginning of the year, getting with a new coach coming in and Coach Rao and getting a couple of football players back that are key contributors to the basketball team. But you know what? It seemed like once January 1st hit, Garaway turned strides, and I'll tell you, to me, they're just getting better each game they play.
And TV2, of course, the only local TV station here, the exclusive provider of this broadcast for your viewing pleasure on TV2. So we are just about ready to go here with our national anthem. It's brought to you by the Buckeye Career Center. If you're an adult looking for a new career or a high school student looking for ideas on how to start yours, check out Buckeye Career Center, who's in the business of preparing you for the fastest growing segments of today's job markets. Visit Buckeye Career Center at 545 University Drive Northeast in New Philadelphia, or online at www.buckeyecareercenter.org, and see the many educational opportunities that Buckeye offers. And that's the national anthem brought to you by the Buckeye Career Center. They're located at 545 University Drive Northeast in New Philadelphia. We'll come back with our Carpenter Heating and Cooling tip-off in just a moment. Stay with us right here on TV2 Sports.
For clean air you can breathe in a clean-looking home exterior, Ultra Clean. Locally owned and operated, offers both air duct cleaning and pressure washing for your home. Give them a call at 330-243-3996 to help clean up the air you and your family breathe and your home's outside appearance.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
I think the hands-on aspect is going to give you an opportunity to explore, find out what you're good at, what you like, and you're not going to have mountains of debt. What you're going to have is a marketable skill that even if you don't love it, you can use that to pay to go on to college and get that degree. And we've got a number of students that do that. They're very mature. I think we're a great hands-on exploration base.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars were cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a tear in your eye, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said, we are not shining stars. This I know, I never said we are. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. We are shining stars. Carry on, carry on. We are who we are.
And the teams being introduced here as we are ready to go with our Carpenter Heating and Cooling tip-off, brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia. Looking for year-round comfort, you can reach us at 330-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. So we are ready to go. Joel Honigford in the center circle against Isaiah Howe. Garaway, the home team, in the white uniforms. The Fairland Dragons in the green. Tap controlled by the Dragons, and out front's Ty Staton. Luke Thomas holding it out front, over to Staton. Gunner Short comes out to Staton, to Van Horn, 15-footer, no good. Honigford cleans it up for the Pirates. And Garaway with a chance to take the lead here early in the ball game. First of a doubleheader, we'll have the Highland Southeastern Panthers game and a nightcap. Ty Hampshire with it, gives it up to Donaldson. Garaway being very patient, making the Dragons work here with a very deliberate offense. Out to Donaldson, 7:02 to go. Hampshire all the way to the hoop with a left hand and draws the foul on Short. Garaway's been very, very patient, Chuck, on offense.
Yes, that's the thing I've noticed coming out, in a game like this and already playing a team. I think this is the thing right there. They want to really make Fairland work on the defensive end because they like to get it up and down the floor.
Hampshire's free throw is good. And Garaway takes the early lead with the first point of the game. The second free throw is up and good. Hampshire with two. Into the lane is Staton. Out to Howe. Howe picked up by Hampshire. 15-footer, good.
Pull up for two. Isaiah Howe.
And Fairland is going to pressure. Donaldson puts it ahead to Schaefer. 6:32 to go, first quarter. He's got to do something with it. Gets it to Mason. Hampshire fades away. Shot no good. The rebound to Van Horn. And the Dragons are going to push. Luke Thomas up the side. He'll take the lefty three. That's no good. Batted around. Hampshire comes out of there with it. Reverses direction. And with 6 minutes to go, Garaway on top, 2-2. Actually, it's 2-2. Mason off the window, too hard. The rebound to Howell and ahead to Short. Jams it home! The run out by Short.
Isaiah Howell, the assist.
Not too often you get a 6'2 junior guard to put one down like that.
No, he had the running start on him, and boy, he was looking at the rim the whole time.
So the Dragons leading it 4-2, and we'll have a foul out front. That's on Staton. Well, that will be his first. Second on the team. As Ethan Roden will come in, replacing Ben Mason here with about 2.5 minutes gone by in the first quarter.
I think that's the thing, Scott, we got to watch about Mason tonight. See, like you said in the pregame, a little banged up, so let's see how much he can play tonight.
Donaldson over to Hampshire. Roden standing with it. Nobody comes out to guard him. Staton hits the deck. Donaldson dribbles by him. Honigford back out to Hampshire. Schaefer for three. No good. Staton with the rebound. And a misplay by the Dragons. Hampshire gives him the stutter step off the window. Too hard. The rebound to Van Horn, and he hits the deck hard right on his back. and manages to get up quickly. And we will have a call here, I believe. It's going to be a foul on the Pirates.
Foul charge number 22.
And that'll be on Roden.
Team first.
Low-scoring game so far here with 4:40 to play, first quarter. 4-2, Dragons leading the Pirates. The jumper from the outside, good by Luke Thomas. And Garaway facing some pressure, in trouble. They're going to have to take a timeout. Boy, you don't want to have to burn a timeout in that situation this early in the game.
No, they're having a little trouble with Fairland pressure right there, getting the ball in bounds. But you're right, it's tough to take a timeout halfway through the first quarter.
And 6-4, I believe, the score here. 6-2, I should say. And that's on the Kent State University Tuscarawas scoreboard. Unfortunately, the scoreboard here is incorrect, and they're trying to correct that, and I don't think that they figured that out yet.
The thing about it is, too, Scott, right now, you got to like Garaway playing, with it being a low-scoring game, because this Fairland team likes to get up and down the floor and like to put the ball up. So, as we look at it, a little bit of Garaway's favor right now.
So 4:26 to go, 6-2 our score. The Fairland Dragons leading the Garaway Pirates. And they're trying to get that corrected, and that's held up things here a little bit. So I'm not sure what takes so long to change one number on the scoreboard, but apparently it's become an issue.
They're getting closer. There we go.
There we go. All right, so the Pirates going to try this again, a reset here, as they'll try to break somebody open. Honigford's has it knocked away. Normally he is a solid guy that you want out there handling the basketball. Garaway's only points on 2 free throws by Ty Hampshire so far through the first 4 minutes. Staten gets it over to Thomas. And we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Honigford as he leveled Howe coming across the middle.
Joel Honigford, the foul. That's his second on the team.
You can see why he's going to be an offensive lineman for the University of Michigan there.
Yeah, he didn't waste any time clearing that lane out, going across.
Staten inside to Van Horn. I think one of the keys is keeping Honigford out of foul trouble. This time Van Horn slides backwards, puts it in for 2.
Colin Van Horn.
Philip Gebhardt into the game for the Pirates. Honigford hands it off to Hampshire here with 3:42 to go. Fairland leading it 8-2. You can tell the Pirates simply trying to slow this pace down. They do not want to get in an up-and-down game with Fairland.
No, the thing about it is, though, by slowing it down, when you shoot the ball, you got to hope that it's, you're going to get 2 points out of it, too, because you can't get behind in a slow-paced game.
Roden gives it up to Gebhardt, out to Donaldson. Well, Coach Rouse said they needed to shoot very well here in this first half, and they have not done that so far. As another turnover on the Pirates. So Staten finds short. Van Horn gives it back up to Staten, and even 3 minutes. Staten for 3 off the back of the iron. Gebhardt gives it back to Roden, and now he'll pitch it ahead to Donaldson with 2:50 to go first quarter. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you from the Ohio University Convocation Center. Pass inside to Honigford, and he bangs it in.
From the paint. Joel Honigford.
Out to Howe. He'll reset here with an 8-4 score. That's too hard. Honigford clears the boards. Hampshire will push, but it's 3-on-4, and that's not going to work. Gebhardt stands, fires, hits the three.
Downtown for the tray. Philip Gebhardt.
At the other end, the same thing from Thomas, and we're going to get the foul, and that'll be 3 free throws. And that is the second foul on Roden.
Ethan Roden charged with the foul, second for him. That's 3 on the team.
So at the line will be Luke Thomas.
With 3 to take, Luke Thomas.
Garaway closed it up to just a 1-point deficit, but the first free throw is good by Thomas. Kedrick Cunningham ready to come in for the Dragons. Ben Mason waiting at the scorer's table to come in for the Pirates. That one is short.
Ben Mason returns for Roden. In for the first time, Kedrick Cunningham.
So Thomas will have the third. And that one will fall. 10-7. Dragons leading the Pirates. Hampshire dribbles through some traffic. Pulls up high off the window. No good. Honigford, the follow, got it!
Back basket, Joel Honigford.
So the Pirates only down 1 here, 10-9 with a minute 48 to go first quarter. Inside, Van Horn left alone, and he gets 2.
Cunningham, the assist.
Donaldson double team, needs some help. Gets it to Gebhardt. Intended for Honigford, stolen away by Howe. Thomas gives it back to Short. Short dribbles in the paint, off the window for 2.
Corner short.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can't give them a crack in that lane or they're going to find a way to make a basket.
Yeah, you've got it right there. They've just pretty much
Well, we talked about this. Garaway needs to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. They simply have struggled with that all season.
Yeah, and like Coach Rouse said, you know, rebounding and turnovers are going to be key for us tonight. And so far here in this first quarter, you can see on the stat sheet a little bit that, you know, they're behind in that.
Honigford's playing big minutes here in this first quarter. Hampshire looked at the three. And now Coach Terry Rao wants to pull the Pirates out. Don't know that they'll necessarily play for one here, but they're not going to be in any rush. Honigford makes it too easy, just right down the right side. He's got 6. Ball goes out of bounds to the Dragons. Garaway fans don't like that call.
No, they kind of thought he dribbled that one right off his leg out of bounds, but I guess the officials looked at it the other way.
This seems like an awful big venue for the crowd we have tonight, I might say.
You know, you and I talked a little bit about that, you know, when people were filing in here, and I'll tell you what, yeah, I don't know if we've got 1,000 people here between both schools yet. There, they made the switch on the
got the overrule.
Turnover right there on the overrule, correct.
So the Pirates will have the basketball.
Which, Scott, I think that was the right call.
Gebhardt's got it. Hampshire now with it. 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Garaway trailing by 3. Hampshire, 16-footer. High archer off the back of the rim. The rebound to Howell. At half court, the long throw is off the mark at the end of 1. It's 14-11. The Dragons leading the Pirates. Back with second quarter action in a moment here on TV2 Sports.
No matter where you are in life, Stark State is the smart choice. the lowest tuition rate in the area, along with flexible schedules, online courses, and degrees that lead to in-demand careers or make it easy to continue your education. Small classes, professors with real-world experience, and a campus close to home. Plus, more than 95% of Stark State grads secure a job or continue their education. Choose Stark State College. Spend less, earn more, go further. Register now.
For exceptional and expert care in a comfortable and friendly atmosphere, turn to Ohio Head and Neck Surgeons located at 400 Medical Park Drive, Suite 103 in Dover. Since 1964, our physicians have been providing our patients with a wide range of general and specialized care for the treatment of ear, nose, and throat conditions. Our doctors, Asako, Ramsey, Bogdan, Smith, and Brescia, are board certified and have all trained at major American academic centers. We strive to deliver every patient the most advanced and highest quality of affordable health care available. Services include treatment of adult and pediatric ear, nose, and throat disorders, allergy management, complete hearing services, and facial plastic and reconstructive surgery. We are the largest ear, nose, and throat provider between Cleveland and Columbus. Let Ohio Head and Neck provide you and your family with the quality of care you deserve by contacting us today at 330-492-2844 or find out more by visiting our website, ohioheadandneck.com.
You can now see your baby up close and personal at God's Creation in 4D. Utilizing the newest Mindray DC equipment, we offer the finest in 2D and 4D prenatal ultrasounds and HD Live. Hear the heartbeat and save it forever with the Heartbeat Teddy Bears. Gender determination is available at 16 weeks. With many packages available, get more information by visiting our website at godscreationin4d.com or call for an appointment at 330-987-1965.
Carpenter Heating and Cooling has been keeping your home comfortable for over 30 years. Every installation includes heating and cooling load analysis, along with a follow-up visit to ensure your satisfaction. Carpenter services all makes of residential and light commercial heating and cooling equipment utilizing custom fabrication and state-of-the-art system checks. Their NATE certified technicians work hard to provide you with total living comfort.
Hi, I'm Doug Carpenter.
And I'm Chris Carpenter.
Come see us online at carpentercomfort.com.
Or give us a call at 330-308-8550.
For over 100 years, the House of Stones, located on the square in downtown New Philadelphia, has been committed to providing an exceptional jewelry buying experience that creates lifelong memories and transcends time. Come and see for yourself why the readers of the Times Reporter have voted us their favorite jeweler year after year. Rodriguez's House of Stones, when it's just too important to trust anyone else.
And it's time now for our first quarter wrap-up, brought to you by Lightning Signs and Decals. They specialize in custom signs, banners, and graphics. You can visit them online at lightningsign.com or visit the storefront located at 224 7th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Well, the Garaway Pirates only down 3 here. They were down at one point 8-2. They've struggled a little bit. They've thrown the basketball away, but still very much in this game at the end of 1. And I think it's more at a pace that they want to play. So
I think, Scott, that's the key, is the pace of the game right now. That I think Garaway probably feels pretty good about where they're at right now at the end of the first quarter, because they haven't handled the ball real well. They haven't gone after all the loose ball and got the turnovers. So they got to be pleased.
So that's our first quarter wrap-up, brought to you by Lightning Signs and Decals. Their storefront's located at 224 7th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Ready to go here with the second quarter. Gebhardt throws it into Schaefer. And over to Hampshire. Garaway's keeping the offense out a long way from the basket, trying to leave a path underneath to get a cutter open.
Kind of surprised that maybe they're not putting Honigford down on the block a little bit and letting him go to work with his muscle down there.
And they call Cunningham for the foul on Schaefer.
Foul charge number 13, Dietrich Cunningham is first.
That is the third on the Proctorville Fairland Dragons. The 6:15 games at Athens, it's a tough go for a lot of people. You know, trying to work and things. But Schaefer for three. That one is no good. The rebound comes down to Luke Thomas. Howell's got it. He'll give it up to Thomas here with a minute gone by in the second quarter. Cunningham off the screen, down the lane with the right hand, no good. The rebound to Gebhardt. Looked like he might have walked with it there just a little bit. Hampshire's gone all the way. They'll take it down low to Mason. Off his leg and picked up by Thomas. Thomas ahead to Short. Short drives the baseline, and we're going to get the foul. That's going to be on Schaefer. Team foul number 4 on Garaway. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you from the Ohio University Convocation Center. The Regionals, a semifinal game between the Garaway Pirates and the Fairland Dragons. Gunner Short to inbound it. Out to Cunningham with 6.5 to play. First half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our MEB Systems halftime report. And we'll also have our halftime adjustments brought to you by Ohio Head and Neck Surgeons. Outside, Short for three. Long, the rebound to Gebhardt. Gebhardt will safely get it into the front court. Gives it up to Hampshire. Hampshire tries to free himself up. Instead, Schaefer for three. Got it!
That's a three. Malik Schaefer.
Huge three. We're tied at 14. So we'll see what Fairland does. And, you know, honestly, Fairland playing down here in Southeast Ohio, we don't know the type of competition they played. They obviously have a great record. They've got some real talent. But the Garaway Pirates are a special group, too. Outside, the shot good there by Staten.
2-point basket, tie Staten.
Yeah, you just never know in a 22-game season what kind of, total competition you're going to get in all those ball games. But the great thing about it, we know IVC basketball, and it's pretty good top to bottom.
Honigford out to Roden. Roden playing with 2 fouls. Hampshire gets loose down the lane, stripped away by Howe. Staten's got it ahead to Short. Short with a dippity-doo, misses it. Cunningham, the rebound, in trouble. Back to Howe. He'll set for the three. Got it.
From downtown, the tray, Isaiah Howell.
Suddenly a 4-point lead here for the Dragons. The Pirates just really have to keep their composure. I think that's really where it's going to be at for them.
Yeah, they just got to be patient. They just got to, they just need to get a few shots to drop right now. That's their only problem.
Gebhardt sets for the three. Hits!
From deep, the tray, Philip Gebhardt.
Gebhardt with 6. It's 19-17. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Fairland will keep it on the far side.
Back in. We're going to short. Trevor Donaldson re-enters.
Hampshire will get a quick breather.
Carson Schrock.
Trevor Donaldson is in. Carson Schrock is in. So the Pirates trying to work in some fresh legs here midway through the second quarter. They trail by 2 at 19-17.
I think a real good time right now to maybe give Hampshire a break. But
Cunningham with the
threes. Uphill battle.
With the triple for Cunningham, it's now a 5-point lead for the Dragons. As Schrock will pass it ahead to Donaldson.
I am kind of a little bit surprised here.
Another turnover.
Kind of a little surprised here with the lineup they have in that they that they haven't maybe moved Honigford down a little bit on the block, you know what I mean, to get some offense moving. You can see Honigford right now, he's got his hands on his legs. He'd like to have a little break. It's a big floor.
He needs a little bit of a breather. He's been in there the whole first half. Mason is in. Hampshire is in. Gebhardt and Honigford take a seat on the bench here for a minute. 5-point lead for the Dragons. And Garaway's turnover problems still have plagued them a little bit here in this first half.
Yes, they have.
Hampshire inside to Roden. Missed the shot. Mason the follow. Didn't get it. But the second effort on the putback. Mason with his first two. Brought to you by Stark State College. Cunningham for three. That one is short. Mason the rebound. And now Hampshire slows it down a little bit here with 3 minutes to go. Hampshire all the way to the hoop. Right hand gets the roll and the foul.
Ty Hampshire.
Chance to tie up the game. There. Yeah, chance to tie up the game here. I want to thank our replay sponsor, Stark State College. Excellence in education for more than 5 decades. Just visit starkstate.edu to enroll now. Stark State College. Spend less, earn more, go further.
At the line with the bonus.
Ty Staten, Luke Thomas. In to go along with Van Horn, Howell, and Short. The Pirates with Hampshire, Roden, Mason, Gebhardt, and Donaldson. 22-21. Long bomb, Short, no good. And we're going to get the foul inside.
Ben Mason
and that foul is going to go on Ben Mason, his first, team foul number 5.
I think Mason got just a hair aggressive on that one as he's trying to clear out the whole lane with both arms.
Staten with his 2. He's got 4. Balanced scoring for the Dragons. Donaldson able to flip it cross court to Hampshire. Hampshire all the way to the hoop with the right hand for 2 more.
Down the lane for the deuce. Ty Hampshire.
Takes on the 6'7" Van Horn, gets the basket. Thomas inside, the wraparound pass to Van Horn, and we'll get a tie-up. And it will stay with the Dragons of Fairland High School.
Joel Honigford coming back in.
Joel Honigford back in for the Pirates. Staten to inbound it for the Dragons. 1-point lead here for Fairland. Van Horn gives it to Howe. Back out to Staten here. 2-minute mark. MEB Systems halftime report coming up, along with our Ohio Head and Neck halftime adjustment. Ball taken away by the Pirates. Donaldson stops, pops, misses it. Mason has a rebound, takes it to the hoop off the window for 2 more.
Ben Mason.
Garaway ahead, 25-24, with 1:42 to go. Howe drops it inside to Short. Short with the right hand, no good. Van Horn quickly, though, gets the rebound and the putback. Van Horn with 6. Hampshire all the way to the hoop and gets a foul. And 2 shots. And that foul is going to be on Howell. That's his first.
Hampshire at the line, shooting 2 shots.
Hampshire at the line to shoot 2. He's got 6 so far. First free throw is good. Hampshire with 7.
Matt Mondlak in for the first time, replacing
as Matt Mondlak comes in for the Dragons, replacing Howe with 1:18 to go here in the first half. Good opportunity for the coaches to get some kids in that maybe they wouldn't normally play at the regional level, but get them in for a minute or so and let them be a part of the experience.
Well, I think, too, with the pace a little bit, Scott, up and down, you got to have fresh legs, especially in the second half. So, you get them a break when you can get it.
Monlack with it, gives it to Thomas, to Staten. Staten will take the three from the outside, hit.
From beyond the arc for the tray, Ty Staten.
Staten now leads the Dragons with 7, and it's 29-27. Hampshire dribbles to the hoop. Over to Gebhardt for 3. In and out. The rebound is short, knocked around, and we'll get a foul call on the Pirates. And that is Ty Hampshire's first foul with 37 seconds to go here in the first half. Carson Schrock in for the Pirates, replacing Gebhardt. And Staten will dribble it across the timeline. No pressure from the Pirates. Van Horn steps out, has got it, gives it back to Thomas. Garaway's going to stay back. Thomas loses it. Stolen away by Mason. Down to 10 seconds. They'll give it ahead to Schrock. The dribble drive, stutter step, misses the shot. Staten can't hang on to it. Honigford throws it at the buzzer. It's going to be short, and at halftime, it's 29-27. The Dragons leading the Garaway Pirates by 2. We'll come back with our MEB Systems halftime report and our halftime adjustment, brought to you by Ohio Head and Neck Surgeons in a moment here on TV2 Sports.
Taking the area by storm, Lightning Signs and Decals specializes in custom signs, banners, and t-shirts. Also available are full business packages. Their signs feature large format graphics, channel lettering, and light boxes and custom laser cut form letters. Visit online at lightningsign.com or visit the storefront located at 224 7th Street in New Philadelphia.
Lightning Signs and Decals. We're taking the area by storm. Contact us, 330-440-3129.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. Our community is a great place to live. That's why McInturf Realty proudly sponsors our local high school sports. Make the call to the local real estate team that sells more homes in Tuscarawas County than any other company. See for yourself what makes McInturf Realty the #1 team in real estate. Make the call to 330-364-SOLD or 330-364-HOME.
Every 6 seconds, a Domino's pizza lover's dreams are dashed by one Sally Soul Smasher in the group who wants a salad instead. Eat a pizza once in a while!
Luckily, we love pizza so much, we're introducing salads to our menu.
So nobody can veto pizza night. So tell those lettuce lovers, listen up! There's no reason to ruin pizza night now.
Order a medium 2-topping pizza and a delicious Domino's salad for only $5.99 each.
Pizza's good!
For over 35 years, MEB Systems Incorporated has served Northeast and Central Ohio, as well as the surrounding areas, with a commitment to the highest quality workmanship and integrity. We appreciate your interest and look forward to earning your trust, friendship, and business. MEB Systems has the experience and expertise to get the job done right the first time. Our experienced and trained professionals use only the finest tools and materials to install and repair flat and metal roofs. We guarantee our work and always strive to exceed our customers' expectations. MEB Systems Incorporated, specializing in commercial and industrial roofing.
A 2-point lead for the Fairland Dragons at the half over the Garaway Pirates. Welcome to the MEB Systems halftime report. MEB Systems serving Tuscarawas and surrounding counties. They're your flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. So the Garaway Pirates keeping it very close here. They've just had too many turnovers, really, in this first half.
Well, that's the thing that's getting me right now. You know, when you're sitting there with 9 turnovers, knowing that you almost got to play, you know, maybe not a perfect game, but close to a perfect game, you know, and you've had 9 turnovers, that makes it kind of tough. But when you look at 29-27, you got to be pretty happy at halftime.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at the stats here and see what we've got.
Well, you can see right here at the halftime, and you can see why it's so close. You know, Garaway's 10 of 19 for 52%, where Fairland's 12 of 22 for 54%. Pirates have been to the line 5 times, converted 3 of them for 60%. Fairland's at 2 of 3 for 66%. Key that's helped, you know, the Pirates right now, they're winning the rebounding battle 8-5, but again, 9 turnovers to 7 turnovers, and if they can cut 2 or 3 of those out, they might be ahead at this point in the game.
So that is a look at our halftime report brought to you by MEB Systems. They're serving Tuscarawas County and the surrounding area. MEB Systems is your flat roof specialist. Give them a call today or visit their website at mebsystems.com. Our halftime adjustment brought to you by Ohio Head and Neck Surgeons at 400 Medical Park Drive, Suite 103 in Dover. Get your next checkup at Ohio Head and Neck, offering certified licensed audiology services, board-certified ENT physicians, and full-service allergy testing and treatment. Chuck, what are a couple of things that the Garaway Pirates are going to have to do better in the second half?
Well, I think number one is turnovers. That's the key. But when you get to this point, that's a key for anybody, that turnovers are a big part of the ball game. They got to get those limited. You know, Hampshire's done a great job, you know, tonight, not forcing a lot of things. But I'd like to see him, you know, he's going to have to step up a little bit and get some points for the Pirates. Gebhardt's done a great job hitting some threes, keeping them in the ball game, giving them some extra minutes. And I think Honeyford is going to have to come up and, you know, put some points on the board on the offensive end for him.
So that is our halftime adjustment brought to you by Ohio Head and Neck Surgeons at 400 Medical Park Drive, Suite 103 in Dover. Get your next checkup at Ohio Head and Neck, offering certified licensed audiology services, board-certified ENT physicians, and full-service allergy testing and treatment. So we are just about ready for the start of our second half. 29-27, Fairland leading Garaway by 2. And our opening of the second half, as always, is brought to you by Carpenter Heating and Cooling, located at 946 Cookson Avenue Southeast in New Philadelphia. Looking for year-round comfort? You can reach them at 330-308-8550 or visit them online at www.carpentercomfort.com. So we're just about ready to go here, and certainly a lot of the Garaway Pirates are playing big minutes in this regional semifinal.
Yes, they are. They're getting some really good minutes off the bench. You know what I mean? That's a big plus for them right now, which hopefully is going to keep these starters fresh for this second half.
So the Pirates will have the basketball to begin the second half of action, as Donaldson will bring it into the front court. Hampshire comes off the screen into the lane. Honigford steps back, gives it to Hampshire. The pass to Mason. To Donaldson. Donaldson, the spin move. In trouble in the lane, gets it to Honigford. Fairland doing a nice job switching on defense to make sure they don't give up anything easy inside.
Yes, they are. But on the other hand, too, I'm liking the patience right now of the Pirates. You know, they're not forcing that. They had a couple opportunities inside, and they're not forcing it. So that's the key.
Honigford picks up the foul right there on Van Horn, and that's something that they might want to go after. That's just his first foul.
Well, like I said, I'd like to see, you know, I'd like to see big number 44 in the paint a little bit more this half, and maybe he can make some things happen for the Pirates.
Joel
Honigford hits. Honigford now with 7. The Pirates seniors, you've got Hampshire, Honigford, Mason, and Philip Gebhardt, along with Leighton Gingrich and Colton Fender. As Honigford hits them both, and we are tied at 29 all. Howell works against Donaldson, gives it up over to Thomas. Thomas at the foul lane to Howell. Howell, the dribble drive against Honigford, forces up a bad shot. Mason the rebound. And Hampshire will just take it all the way to the hoop and get the foul on Gunner short and the basket. Hampshire with 10. We get another look on the Stark State College replay.
See right there, that's what he's got to do a few times tonight. And boy, he finally got one to drop on that one.
At the line with a bonus, Ty Hampshire.
Pirates leading it by 2. Here with 6:43 to go, third quarter. A far cry from the game that they played on December 30th. Short inside, misses it. Rebound Honigford. Hampshire gets a little extra room there.
Is that what you call that, a little extra room?
Yeah, just a little.
It's a little nudge.
Schaefer to Donaldson out front. Baseball pass over to Honigford. Nothing Garaway's got to do. They can just kind of sit out there if they want. Fairland's not being super aggressive.
No, it seems like their defense is pretty much double team on a pass, something like that, to create a turnover. They're pretty patient of just sitting you back and letting you run your offense.
Hampshire with it. And Donaldson will bring it back out front. Garaway can do this. They lead it by 2. Again, the ball's knocked away. Donaldson will pick it up. And they call it over and back violation.
I believe that was a correct call on that one. He just lost his dribble, and I don't think anybody from Fairland right there touched it. So that was pretty much a good call by the official.
So 5:27 to go.
Sorry, Scott. Again, somewhat an unforced turnover right there by the Pirates.
And the shot by Staten is good.
Ty Staten.
Staten's got 2, ties it up at 31 all. And some pressure in the backcourt. Donaldson able to get it under control. And Honigford just leveled Staten. 3-point shot in and out. And the rebound comes down to Thomas. You could see that one coming with Honigford when he set that screen.
Yes, he did. And that was a perfectly good screen.
Cunningham is in. That shot outside by Staten. Bounces to the left, and Donaldson will have it.
You know, offensively, again, Garaway's got the ball, tie ball game. They can be as patient as they want to be right now.
So Donaldson with it, tied at 31, 4:28 to go in the third quarter here. A regional semifinal in Division III here at the Ohio University Convocation Center. Hampshire in the lane with the right hand off the window. No good, and the rebound to Gunner Short. 4-on-3 break. Short's going to take it all the way inside by himself. It's no good. Honigford the rebound.
Well, now the big boy's making his presence known a little bit, both ends of the floor.
Garaway lost by 28 to the same team just 2 months ago.
Well, like we said, it was pretty much January 1st when the Pirates started turning things around.
They've exchanged that for the full timeout.
So Garaway takes a full timeout here, and the Pirates hanging tough. They are very much in this game, and they have done a great job here in this third quarter to kind of balance things out and keep their possessions going and being very, very patient.
Well, I think that's the key right now because, you know, they're just not hitting every shot they throw up, and patience is the key. But I go back to what you said, you know, at the beginning of the ball game. You see a team coming in with a record of, you know, what was it, 23-1, something like that. Again, competition is a big thing. And, you know, we can go back, and like you said, too, they got beat by 28 at Christmas time. You know how things change in a couple months, and I can see right now that, you know, Garaway with their patience, I think they're going to hang right in here tonight.
We also want to thank our friends at the New Philadelphia Elks Lodge 510. They're located at 1180 Union Avenue Northwest in New Philadelphia. Open to members and their guests after the game. So stop in and see the fine folks there at Elks Lodge 510 in New Philadelphia. Pirates will have the basketball. Gebhardt is in. Roden is in, along with Honigford, Hampshire, and Donaldson. It's Van Horn, Howe, Cunningham, Thomas, and Short for the Fairland Dragons. So Garaway with a chance to take the lead here. 3:43 to go in the third quarter. Donaldson open at the foul line. Spins, shot, rolls around and drops.
Turn around for two, Trevor Donaldson.
Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you from Ohio University in Athens. Short over to Cunningham. In the corner, Thomas open for the lefty three. Long, Howell gets the rebound, muscles his way inside for two.
On the follow for two, Isaiah Howell.
You know, for Fairland, Howell's got to start taking over this game, I think, just a little bit if they're going to win it.
Yep, I think I might have to agree with you there a little bit.
Honigford, another foul inside. That's his second.
Second foul for Joel Honigford, first on the team.
So with 3:02 to go here in the third quarter, it's 33-33 on the Kent State University Tuscarawas scoreboard. Short for three, in and out, rebound to Hampshire. And a foul on Howell. He has been flirting with that for a while.
Yeah, he's gone after all those loose balls after the fact, and he's getting up pretty close 2 or 3 times before that.
I don't think he can figure out whether he wants to wear a leg wrap or not. He came out in the warm-ups with one, then wore another in the first part of the game. Now it's completely gone, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
One leg must be colder than the other one. I don't know.
It must be. Gebhardt gets it into Donaldson. And Donaldson with the crossover. Gets it to Gebhardt into the front court for the Pirates. Roden's got it. And now back to Hampshire. That's where you want it right now with the game tied at 33 all. Donaldson over to Honigford. Garaway's gone with a bigger lineup in most of this game. Just for matchup purposes.
Yeah, I think it might be more matchups.
Hampshire's going to be making another trip to the line as a foul on the drive.
Well, I just like that right there, the patience Garaway had, before Hampshire took off and went to the bucket.
To the line, Ty Hampshire.
And that foul is on Kellen Van Horn, the big 6'7" guy in the middle. Second foul. Hampshire with the free throws, good. Hampshire with 11. Ty Staten returns for Fairland.
You know, if you think about it so far, too, watching the ball game, that's kind of been a quiet 11 points for Hampshire so far.
He's been expected to do a lot of ball handling here in this one, and he hits the second free throw. He's got 12, and it's 35-33 Garaway. So we're going to have a foul inside. That is going to be on Honigford. That'll be his third.
That's his third personal foul, second on the team.
Well, they were concerned. The Garaway coaching staff, one of the comments that I heard and that was spoken to me was the fact that if they let him play tonight, Garaway's going to be in pretty good shape. If they're going to call it tight, it may not work out quite as well. Cunningham, the offensive board, inside, makes the shot.
On the follow, Kedrick Cunningham.
And the fact that Honigford now has 3 fouls, that's a testament to what's going on. Stolen away, Howe with the shot and just rolls off the front edge. And another foul on the Pirates. Howe will go to the line.
Well, that's something right here that the Pirates can't get into. You know what I mean? Just turn around in these turnovers. Are they giving up an easy bucket or making somebody go to the foul line? They got to take care of the basketball.
Howe's been averaging 15 points a game all season. He's got 7 so far. the Dragons have been averaging about 75 points a game. They're at 35 right now.
Gunner Short re-enters.
Gunner Short back for the Dragons.
Ben Mason back at the
This
floor.
might be a good move this might be a good move right there by Coach Rao with a minute 42 to go to get Honeyford out. Tired number one, and number two is you got a minute 42 and protect the basketball with you on the bench.
Howell's shot is no good. Mason the rebound. Garaway trailing by one at 36-35. Pirates were, I want to say they felt they could play with Fairland here in talking with them before the game, and they certainly are proving that right now as a little change up here as Fairland goes to the zone. Minute 15 to go.
On one hand, with Fairland gone to the zone is helping Garaway a little bit with Honeyford on the bench.
Gebhardt to Hampshire. The running one-hander for two.
Ty Hampshire.
Hampshire with 14. Garaway on top, 37-36. 50 seconds to go. Shots no good. Batted around. Hampshire the rebound. So let's see if Garaway decides to hang on to it here with 38 seconds to go.
Yeah, Coach Rao over there telling him be patient right now. You got 30 seconds.
Gebhardt fires the three. They could have got that shot at any point of that possession. Howell at the other end. Spins it off the glass. And the Dragons back on top, and they'll pressure a little bit and then drop off. 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. Regional semifinal. Hampshire gets it back, gives it up to Donaldson. Back to Hampshire. They need to get a shot away. The fade away. In and out at the buzzer. 38-37. The Dragons lead the Pirates as we head to the fourth quarter. Stay with us here on TV2 Sports.
Myers & Miller Podiatry provides complete foot and ankle care to patients of all ages. The practice was established in 2000 by Dr. Adam Myers and has grown to include Dr. Andy Miller in 2007, Dr. Jason Bakich in 2010, and most recently Dr. Kristen Henry in 2015. Our core values of respect and honesty are the basis for how we manage our practice, and we continue to grow by building relationships with our patients in order to better serve their needs. Myers & Miller Podiatry serves Tuscarawas and Holmes counties with offices in Dover, Sugar Creek, Newcomerstown, Millersburg, and our newest location in Uricksville. Let's get started with building our relationship.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a tear in your eye, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said, we are not shining stars. This I know. I never said we are.
If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. We are shining stars. Carry on, carry on. We are who we are.
No matter where you are in life, Stark State is the smart choice. The lowest tuition rate in the area, along with flexible schedules, online courses, and degrees that lead to in-demand careers or make it easy to continue your education. Small classes, professors with real-world experience, and a campus close to home. Plus, more than 95% of Stark State grads secure a job or continue their education. Choose Stark State College. Spend less, earn more, go further. Register now.
Are you recovering from orthopedic surgery, experiencing low back pain, or pain resulting from an injury? If so, choose Trinity Hospital Twin Cities Rehab Center. Their experienced team of physical therapists provide personalized care to help you return to normal activities as soon as possible. Choose the Trinity Hospital Twin City Rehab Center at Denison. Call 740-922-6675 for more information.
Come visit our full-service print shop at the East Central Ohio ESC. We offer printing services for schools as well as the public. Whether you need invitations, banners, brochures, yard signs, decals, letterhead, we've got it all. Have a unique request? Come see one of our talented in-house graphic designers to help tailor the perfect wedding invitations, graduation announcements, and much more, all at affordable prices. You can find us at 834 East High Avenue in New Philadelphia. See you soon!
And time for our third quarter wrap-up, brought to you by Ultra Clean. For clean air you can breathe and a clean-looking home exterior, Ultra Clean. Locally owned and operated, offers both air duct cleaning and pressure washing for your home. Give them a call at 330-243-3996 to help clean up the air you and your family breathe and your home's outside appearance. The Garaway Pirates hanging right in there. They only trail by 1 as we go into this fourth quarter.
Again, you can't say enough. They got to feel pretty good right now. With being 38-37, patience. Now, the key for them is here in this fourth quarter, and I know it's easy to say, but they got to finish off whatever they're doing tonight.
That is our third quarter wrap-up, brought to you by Ultra Clean. Call them at 330-243-3996 to help clean up the air you and your family breathe. So ready to go here with the fourth quarter.
Fairland possession begin the fourth and final period.
So this one, anybody's game here. Fairland inside. Van Horn's got it against Honigford. Honigford playing with 3 fouls. Outside Staten. Picked up by Malik Schaefer. Staten to the hoop. No good. Rebound Honigford. Chance for Garaway to take the lead here as they're trailing by 1. The winner comes back on Saturday to play either Highland or the Southeastern Panthers. We'll have that game as the second part of a doubleheader here on TV2 Sports. Donaldson flips it out to Schaefer. Hampshire hangs on to it against Short. Garaway just being amazingly patient. The ball's knocked away, though, and the Dragons come out of there with it. Short gives it to Howe. Howe in the lane, tried to draw the foul, missed it. Short has it blocked by Honigford, and that is foul number 4 on Honigford as players hit the deck.
Well, that was a big foul right there on 44. That just that gives him his fourth with 6:45 to go in the ball game.
So Coach Terry Rowe's got a choice to make here now.
Yeah, because that's going to be tough for him to play aggressive for the rest of this basketball game.
At the line, 4-2.
So Gunnar Short will have 2 shots here. Coach Terry Rowe is going to roll the dice and let Honigford in there. First free throw is no good.
But that's kind of in one of those situations where you're darned if you do and darned if you don't, If he stays in the rest of the game, great call. If he ends up here in a couple minutes getting another foul, his 5th one, it's going to be pretty tough to swallow.
Second free throw up and good. So it's 39-37.
A little more pressure there defensively.
The Dragons with the lead, the Pirates with the basketball. Hampshire will pop the 16-footer. Knocked around, the rebound to Mason. Gives it to Schaefer. Has it blocked by Van Horn, and he just takes it away from him. Howe flips it out, Short for the 3. That one is no good. Honigford the rebound, and he is fouled inside. A little too much showboating, I think, here for the Fairland Dragons.
Yeah, they just about got themselves caught on that one, and nice job by Honigford on that rebound.
That's a second foul on Staten, the 5th on the Dragons. here in the second half. Donaldson will bring it into the front court, gets it to Honigford, over to Hampshire. Hampshire takes it in, off the glass for two more.
Basket, Hampshire.
I think that's what you got to see him do a little bit with that token pressure. With that token pressure by Fairland, you just got to see Garaway get the ball across half court and maybe somebody get, easy buckets going to the hoop.
That is the second foul on Hampshire. Team foul number 5 on Garaway. Van Horn, 15-footer, in and out. Honigford the rebound. And Garaway with the basketball. Tied at 39. Anybody's ball game here. Could we see a Garaway-Highland matchup on Saturday?
Well, the way the Pirates are right now, I think, if they could get a 3 or 4 point lead somehow, some way, take that air out of the basketball, I think that's a good chance that you might see something like that.
Third foul on Van Horn. Hampshire, nice move.
Inside move for the deuce. Ty Hampshire.
Thomas with a nice move at the other end. He answers for the Dragons, and now Fairland's going to continue to pressure. I think this is where Garaway might be a little vulnerable. Mason, the bounce pass to Honigford, out to Schaefer for 3. Got it! Garaway up by 3 at 44-41.
Schaefer.
So things getting very interesting with 4:58 to go. Garaway on top by 3. Van Horn inside, little half hook, no good. The rebound, battled for, still loose. The 1st and 10, picked up by Thomas, dropped inside to Van Horn for 2.
Inside for 2, Van Horn from Thomas.
I think that's the key right now, Scott, is if Fairland's going to go ahead and pressure you right here, go ahead and attack it any way you can and get yourself to the foul line as much as possible.
That is team foul number 7 on the Dragons, so we're going to go to the 1-and-1 with Hampshire. Garaway leading at 44-43.
Replacing Ben Mason.
4:36 to go. That Schaefer three-pointer thought it might spark the Pirates onto a run here, but they just can't seem to get away from the Dragons.
Yeah, they need that 3 or 4 point lead, I think.
Hampshire shot good. Hampshire with 19. He is far and away the leading scorer for both teams in this game.
Well, he's come on here pretty good here in the last, quarter and a half.
Second shot is up and good. Hampshire with 20, and it's 46-43. 4:32 to go. And the Fairland Dragons want a timeout here. Again, we want to thank Stark State College for being our replay sponsor all season. Why pay more for a quality education? At Stark State College, affordability is the key. More than 280 degree and certificate options while saving thousands. Just visit starkstate.edu today.
What you've seen right now, and again, with Hampshire being the player of the year in the league and, first team in the district, and again, what he's got point-wise has been relatively quiet, but, there he is scoring, approximately 20 points right here tonight and handling the basketball and doing what he needs to do, to keep Garaway in this ball game.
So the teams break their huddle after the 30-second timeout. Gunnar Short will inbound it from the side. Howell has been almost a non-factor in this one in a lot of ways. Gunnar Short turns, fires, no good. Van Horn turns and rolls off the rim. Honigford the rebound. Well, they've got that 3-point lead you were talking about, Chuck.
Well, I'm sure right now, since they've been patient all night, I would certainly think that they'll try to take as much time as they can. But, you know, you got 4 minutes to go, Scott. That's a lot of time in the basketball game.
Hampshire out to Honigford, 3:56 to go. The winner moves on to the regional final on Saturday to face either the Highland Hawks or the Southeastern Panthers. Honigford playing with 4 fouls. It's Roden, Schaefer, Hampshire, Honigford, and Donaldson for the Pirates right now, as we're down to 3.5 to play. I'm not sure that Fairland has probably played from behind an awful lot, particularly late in the game.
I wouldn't think so.
Hampshire's got it.
Again, that's the guy you want the ball in their hands right now. I know that.
Schaefer out to Roden. If you're going to foul somebody, Roden might be the guy you want to foul.
Nice thing about being patient right here, too. This is not only keeping Honigford out of foul trouble, but it's giving him a little bit of
2 for Roden!
Ethan Roden.
5-point lead for the Garaway Pirates. Van Horn off the window. No good. Honigford will rebound. 2.5 minutes to go.
Fairland's trying to get the ball inside, you know what I mean, to get that 5th foul on Honigford. But I'll tell you right, so far he's done well defensively with it.
Gunner Short fouls Hampshire, and Hampshire is going to go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. I think a lot of people thought that Fairland was going to come in here and have an easy time with the Garaway Pirates, but that has not been the case. Far from it, as Hampshire hits again. Coming up following the game, we'll have our post-game report and also have our McDonald's MVP.
Yeah, you're right there. I think that's what everybody talked about was, hey, you get beat by 28, boy, you don't stand much of a chance. But
that's
I'll
short.
tell you.
It's 43 for the Dragons, 49 for the Pirates. Up by 6, but a 3 by Thomas.
Luke Thomas. Timeout, Fairland.
Fairland takes a timeout, trailing by 3.
Well, right now, you know, 2:21. Continue, you know, Garaway to be patient and try to get to the foul line as much as possible right here because, you know, you're the one on top right now. You're not playing from behind.
2:21 to play. And this one is really tightened up. And the Garaway Pirates out in front. And like the coaching staff said, we're not going to get beat by 28 today.
And they weren't lying to you.
And they were not lying.
Yeah, so far this has been a great second half and a great, you know, fourth quarter. And again, Pirates stay away from the turnovers. Do what you do well. You come out on top, I think, right now.
The Pirates just really have to take care of the basketball. That's really what they have to do, and make a few free throws, and they're going to be okay.
Yeah, I would think.
Stolen away. Short gets 2 back right away.
Basket, Gunner Short.
And that's exactly what we talked about right there.
Exactly, just what we just said, and you don't even get the ball in bounce and turn it over in an easy 2 points. So that's things that you cannot have happen in a regional basketball
game. Is Fairland one of those teams that can just turn it on and turn it off? I don't know.
Well, I think maybe, and again, looking at it and the way they've played and who they've played, maybe that's what, you know, I mean, they've just been so superior to most of the schools that they've played this year. That was probably their thing. Turn it on, turn it off when we need to, and we're good to go. But you mentioned a little bit earlier, too, you don't know how they go when they play from behind either. So, you know, that's a big key.
The Pirates with 2 timeouts remaining. The Dragons have 3. That could come into play here as this tightens up to 49-48 with 2:14 to play.
Well, get the ball in bounds. Try as much as you can possible to put the ball in number 20's hands.
Hampshire will fire it ahead to Donaldson. And we'll get the foul on Luke Thomas, and that'll put Donaldson at the line for the 1-and-1.
Foul charge Thomas. Third for him, 9th on the team.
So the Garaway Pirates will drop everybody off the free throw line and put them back. Free throw is no good. Howell will grab it. And the Dragons down by 1 at 2 minutes to play.
2 minutes. 2 minutes to the Elite Eight.
Thomas inside to Van Horn. Off the window, 2 for Luke Thomas. Thomas with 11. Hampshire gets the basket and the foul.
Count the basket. Ty Hampshire.
But that was a great job right there, Scott, by Hampshire, where he saw, he had the numbers, number 1 and number 2. He was able to take the ball in and made a great move right there. Got a chance of getting him an and 1.
So Hampshire at the line with 23 points.
To the line with the bonus, Ty Hampshire.
Garaway back up by 1. And Hampshire hits the free throw. 52-50. Fairland with the basketball. Staten looks to Thomas. Thomas at the free throw line. The crossover, the move off the window, no good. Howell can't get it, tipped out. The offensive rebound, and we'll have a foul inside. And that foul will go against the Pirates. That'll be on Trevor Donaldson, his first, team foul number 6 on Garaway. So they still have another foul before they get to the 1-and-1. Foul shooting always seems to play a role in these close tournament games. Van Horn with it. Garaway leading it by 2. Thomas has it blocked by Roden, and he'll be called for the foul. So this one really tightening up with 1:08 to play.
Well, you're still in a situation, even if he hits both of these, you got a tie ball game, but the key is you've got the basketball, so you're able to dictate what happens in the last minute of the ball game.
Thomas connects. He's got 12. 52-51. Second free throw is good. So much riding on this game. Everybody's at full alert, and the Dragons take another timeout. Coming up following the game, we'll have our post-game report and also pick our McDonald's MVP for the Garaway Pirates. And wow, what a game this has been. This is so good.
Yes, this is just a great basketball game. This is what regional tournament basketball was all about right here. And I'll tell you couldn't ask for a better ball game, 52-52 with a minute to go. But you did see, you can look at Hampshire pretty much took the game over point-wise, for the Pirates where Fairland's been able to have 2 or 3 guys they can count on to keep this ball game close. But like I said, 1:08, Garaway's basketball, with them having it in their hands, they ought to be able to dictate what happens in the last minute of the ball game.
Well, the one thing that you hope doesn't happen for them is they turn it over again. They've just done that so many times here tonight at the most inopportune times.
Each quarter, they've been able to turn over their margin of turnovers down a little bit, but you know what? This is a bad time right now to even have a turnover with a minute to go.
Garaway led by as many as 6 with 2.5 minutes remaining, and now we're tied up at 52 all.
You got it.
So the Pirates with 2 timeouts, the Dragons with 2 timeouts. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest enjoying this one at the Ohio University Convocation Center. Schaefer with the basketball, 1:03 to go. Into the front court. And now the ball in the hands of Hampshire, and that's where you want it. Can't imagine the Dragons want a foul at this stage.
Oh, no.
A lot of time to go. Hampshire inside. Off the rim, the rebound to the Dragons with 42 seconds to go. So now we're going to get the foul by Schaefer. And I believe that's going to be team foul number 7. And that's going to put him at the 1-and-1.
That will put him in the bonus.
I'm not sure that's a unique strategy with 33 seconds to go to tie ball game.
I'm not quite sure why he, fouled him right there.
Staten at the line. We'll see soon enough. Makes the first. Staten with 10. And all of a sudden, the Dragons on top by 1. Second free throw is up. Good. 54-52. The Dragons. And Garaway throws it away.
Well, something we talked about right there couldn't happen, and two things have happened real quick. A foul with 33 seconds to go and a turnover with 31.
Garaway takes a timeout. I'm still having trouble figuring out the strategy to foul there and give him 2 shots.
I was watching Coach Rao right there, and I saw some kind of gesture gone across his arms, whatever it may be. That could have been something defensively that he was trying to put up, or it could have been that he wanted him to foul him, and if that's the case, that's what happened.
So with 31 seconds to go, Fairland leads it by 2, and they'll have the basketball. Now, the issue for the Pirates, Fairland's in the 1-and-1.
Correct. So you got to find out right now, I think, on Garaway's bench right now, somebody needs to know who could be or who is the worst foul shooter for Fairland that's on the floor when they come out.
We've seen them all, and they all are pretty decent free throw shooters, it appears.
And you're going to have to see because, again, as a coach, how far do you let it get down time-wise before you do foul because you're down 2?
And the Pirates bring in Corey Troyer. They've got Schaefer in there, Hampshire, Donaldson, and also Carson Schrock. So they basically got 5 guards on the floor right now.
Yes, you do. That's the key, and I think that's maybe the quickness that they need, or it could possibly be you can't put Honigford on the floor right now because if you need to foul, he can't foul or he fouls out. So, that's a big key for him.
So Fairland will have the ball on the side. And the Dragons get it into Howe. And a quick foul.
Well, that was it. The quick foul right there, and probably a good foul. Now you can bring your offensive people back in and go from there.
That's his third, team 9.
That's the 3rd foul on Schaefer.
Joel Honigford back in, also returning.
Joel Honigford in, Philip Gebhardt in with 30 seconds to go. Howe at the line, he's got 10.
1 in the bonus, Isaiah Howell.
So the 1-and-1, first shot's good. Howell with 11, the Dragons up by 3.
This is a big foul shot, I think, here with 30 seconds to go. You're down 3, you got an opportunity to tie it with 1 shot. You get down 4, it's definitely 2-possession ball game.
Garaway with 1 timeout remaining. Shots missed. Garaway still alive with 28 seconds to go. So you can play for 2 possessions or you're going to go for 1, and they'll take their final timeout.
Garaway, full timeout and their final timeout.
Howell had a chance to almost ice the game right there.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And that, but now we look at it with 23 seconds to go. Now, do you get a quick 2-pointer? If you can, get down 1 foul, make him go to the line, make him make it. Or do you work it around here where you, shoot a 3, and if you shoot it with not much time left and miss it, then you're in a difficult situation to get a rebound and get it back out to shoot another.
Well, with Garaway, no timeouts remaining now, they're pretty much going to have to foul to stop the clock. That's really the only way it's going to work.
Correct. So the key right now is the offensive, strategies that they're going to have here in the 23 seconds they got.
And when they foul the next time, if they have to, double bonus.
Right. That is true. And it seems like a lot of times, too, it's easier to make 1 and 2 than it is a 1 and 1. So, you know, you're in 23 seconds is a long time, and a lot of things could happen, but, you know, it could happen real quick here with what Garaway does offensively.
Gebhardt, good three-point shooter. You've got Schaefer, who's hit some threes. You've got Hampshire, who's always dangerous. So you have 3 options on the floor, and you've got a great passing big man that can move the ball around the floor. Donaldson's got it. 21 seconds to go. Off the screen, Hampshire. Over to Schaefer. 3, blocked away. Van Horn can't get it, and it's out of bounds to the Pirates with 13 seconds. The ball was blocked. Fairland wants a timeout, and they're going to take a full timeout here to set some strategy.
Fairland, full.
Well, that was pretty lucky because that ball got blocked just a little bit, and Honingford was the one that was able to see it and was going after it and got tangled up a little bit, and I kind of thought Fairland might have put a hook on him, but, you know, he's a big boy, so sometimes you don't see those.
So what a game this has been. And still 13 seconds to go. We're lucky we get a second game here at Athens as the Highland Hawks take on the Southeastern Panthers from the Chillicothe area in the nightcap of a doubleheader here at Ohio University's Convocation Center.
Yeah, which should be another pretty good basketball game. We'll talk about that one here in a little bit, but Southeastern come in with a losing record, but hey, sometimes that happens in tournament basketball. Now, you just had 10 seconds run off the clock and really not much has happened, and you still got the basketball, so I think now you're in a situation where you just have to have a three-pointer.
Whale of a game as our TV2 basketball season is nearing an end.
Fans, time to get agitated.
It'll be Carson Schrock to inbound it. Plays drawn up. Over to Schaefer. Schaefer stays behind the arc. The shot's away. In and out. Rebound by Howe. And the foul is called. So it'll be 2 shots that can basically ice this game here if Howe can go to the line and hit them both.
Yeah, I mean, in a reality, hits 1 or 2. You know what I mean? It might be able to be enough.
Isaiah Howell at the line, double bonus.
And he's got 2 chances at it here. You're right. Just 1 will do it. First one's up and good. So 2-possession game now for the Dragons.
Eric Miller in for the first time.
As Eric Miller enters the game for the Garaway Pirates. Howe looking for a second free throw and connects. Fairland wants to call a timeout with 8 seconds to go, and they lead it by 5. Boy, this game really turned here in the last minute 36.
Yes, it did. I thought, you know, Garaway was kind of sitting right there, even with the game tied up.
It's a 7-0 run.
Basketball, and and Fairland just went on a 7-0 run with them. Couple turnovers, and you know.
We talked about it all game long that Garaway has had some trouble with the turnovers, and they certainly reared their ugly head at the wrong time for the Pirates in this one. So we'll see how this one shapes up. As we're ready to play out the final few seconds. Honigford's going to throw the bomb down the floor, it appears. And Fairland's trying to figure out what to do to defend it. I just let him run down the floor.
Yep, just let him have it and score.
Ball's deflected. Schaefer off the rim, and that is going to do it. The Garaway Pirates are going to see a fine season come to an end, 57-52. We'll come back, wrap it up, and we'll have our McDonald's MVP announcement in a moment here on TV2 Sports.
Omni Orthopedics comprehensive programs provide early diagnosis and successful treatment for every musculoskeletal problem. With more than 30 years of orthopedic experience, their physicians offer patient-centered treatment for all ages. From evaluation to rehabilitation, your treatment plan is designed around your needs. Omni Orthopedics specializes in sports medicine, the spine, physical medicine and rehabilitation, foot and ankle, and hand surgery. If pain makes activities like climbing stairs, standing or walking a challenge, turn to the home team at Omni Orthopedics. Their mission is to provide you with the highest quality and most advanced orthopedic services so you can get back in the game. Located in the Oxford Medical Arts Building, Omni offers a full-service facility including digital x-ray and physical therapy. So there's no need to travel when quality care is so close to home. Omni Orthopedics, setting the standard in orthopedic care.
Carpenter Heating and Cooling has been keeping your home comfortable for over 30 years. Every installation includes heating and cooling load analysis, along with a follow-up visit to ensure your satisfaction. Carpenter services all makes of residential and light commercial heating and cooling equipment utilizing custom fabrication and state-of-the-art system checks. Their NATE certified technicians work hard to provide you with total living comfort.
Hi, I'm Doug Carpenter.
And I'm Chris Carpenter.
Come see us online at carpentercomfort.com.
Or give us a call at 330-308-8550.
For clean air you can breathe in a clean-looking home exterior, Ultra Clean. Locally owned and operated, offers both air duct cleaning and pressure washing for your home. Give them a call at 330-243-3996 to help clean up the air you and your family breathe and your home's outside appearance.
Students choose Kent State University at Tuscarawas because of our academic excellence, dedicated faculty, and affordable tuition. Our bachelor's and associate degrees will prepare you for careers including nursing, computer animation, or veterinary technology. Kent State Tuscarawas offers a dynamic campus with state-of-the-art facilities, exceptional student services, and a welcoming environment. Call or visit us online to register for classes and find out more about Kent State Tuscarawas.
Great season for the Garaway Pirates comes to a close with a 57-52 loss in the regional semifinals at the Ohio University Convocation Center in Athens. Congratulations to the senior Pirates for a great year. Ty Hampshire, Joel Honigford, Ben Mason, also for Leighton Gingrich and Colton Fender. Just a great job by them all season long for their leadership with the Pirates. As we look at the game, it really was turnovers that really hurt the Pirates in the end.
Well, I think that was the key, and Coach Rouse said that before the game even started. We got to limit our turnovers, and we got to take care of the rebounds.
Let's take a look at the stats for the contest.
Well, you can see right there, Garaway 15 of 30 shooting the basketball for 50% from the field. They were 7-11 of the free throw line for 63%, 13 rebounds, and 12 turnovers. That was the key right there. Fairland, on the other hand, 18 of 35 for 51%, 10 of 13 for 77% from the foul line, 10 rebounds, and they had 9 turnovers.
As we wrap this one up, let's take a look at our McDonald's MVP with 5 locations to serve you in Dover, Uhrichsville, Newcomerstown, Cadiz, and New Philadelphia. With 24 points, Ty Hampshire was our player of the game, brought to you by McDonald's. Of course, McDonald's with 5 convenient locations to serve you in Dover, Uhrichsville, Newcomerstown, Cadiz, and New Philadelphia. That's going to wrap it up for this regional semifinal game in Division III at the Ohio University Convocation Center. The Fairland Dragons defeat the Garaway Pirates 57-52. For Chuck Rest and the other members of our TV2 sports team, I'm Scott Robinson saying so long, everybody.